The Anthropocene is a proposed current epoch, dating from the commencement of significant human impact on the Earth's geology and ecosystems, and it points to the fact that human activities have greatly affected the entire geological system of the Earth. This is Kirsten Hastrup, Professor of Anthropology at the University of Copenhagen.
The human activities are, say, large-scale agriculture that have sort of straightened out vast landscapes. And it's also all the mining industries and fracking and coal mining that has undermined the Earth system as such. And we can see, for instance, in Iceland, where they've always relied on thermal water and heat from the Earth. And now they're trying to industrialize it, and the Earth answers back. So there are little earthquakes because they go deeper and in other directions than before, and you can hear the Earth answering back. And in Peru, for instance, where agriculture is completely artificial and based solely on runoff from glaciers in the mountains, they're suffering from a lack of water.
The term Anthropocene is debated in geological circles. Is it really a new epoch, and when did it start? Because with the invention of agriculture in the so-called Neolithic Revolution in the Middle East around 10 till 12,000 years ago, people began to interfere with the landscape in completely new ways. But it was very small scale compared to now.
Whether it's debated or not, and whether the term is adopted or not, we cannot avoid the fact that humans have interfered with the global system. And it does mean that the climate system has been very rapidly affected, and that's one thing we can measure very clearly. And if I go to Greenland, and northwest Greenland in particular, where I've worked, I mean, the Anthropocene, the human impact is very visible in the rapid meltdown of the ice upon which their entire life through history has depended. There's a very interesting hydrological relationship between the ice and the sea and the small biological specimens that live in the sea and the open water and the iceberg. So it's a complete system of ice and water and species and humans. And what's happening now is that all the species upon which human life in that region have depended, I mean, they are under threat. It's warming by noticeable degrees from one year to the next. And with the warming of the sea ice dwindles and makes it much more difficult for the hunters to get to the hunting grounds that they used to go to and where they could find their prey. It is a fact that things are happening very quickly, and whether the Anthropocene is accepted as a geological term or geological epoch or not, it is how it works. The anthropos is all over the place.
Stay curious.